In today's video, we'll take a look at 10 of the most surprising and strange places in the world. There are a large number of places on Earth that are downright strange and mysterious. In fact, the Earth is so full of many surprises and wonders, and we have the pleasure of discovering and exploring them. Welcome back to FTD Facts. I'm Sarah Carvalho, and today we'll be virtually exploring 10 of the strangest places on Earth to visit and where to find them. All right, starting off at number 10, we have Spotted Lake in British Columbia, Canada. Spotted Lake has long been revered by the native Okanagan people, and it's easy to see why they think of it as a sacred land and providing therapeutic waters. In the summer, the waters of the lake evaporate and small mineral pools are left behind, each one different in color from the next. The remaining minerals in the lake harden to form natural walkways around and between the spots. The unique lake can be viewed northwest of the small town of Osoyoos, although visitors are asked not to trespass on tribal land. The lake can actually be viewed from the fence that has been erected for protection from the liabilities of public access. Moving on to the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland. 60 million years ago, a huge volcanic eruption spewed out a massive molten basalt, which then solidified and contracted as it cooled, creating the cracks that can be seen in the land today. There are an estimated 40,000 polygon columns at this UNESCO World Heritage Site, so geometrically perfect that local legend has it they were created by giants. So the story goes that there were two giants who loathed each other, named Benandonner and Fionn. One day, after enduring insults from Benandonner, Fionn built a path to use as stepping stones to reach Scotland, which was then ripped up in anger by Benandonner, and this was resulting in the Giant's Causeway. Up at number 8, we have THOR'S Well in Oregon, USA. Sitting on the edge of the Oregon coast near Cape Perpetua, a gaping, seemingly bottomless sinkhole swallows the unbroken stream of seawater around it. THOR'S Well, as the natural wonder is known, is not actually bottomless, nor is it draining the seawater around it. It is, however, quite dangerous. The site is most spectacular at high tide or during storms when water washes violently over the rocks and funnels into the hole. During these sudden torrents, unsuspecting visitors to the site run the risk of actually being swept right into the powerful whirlpool. So if you visit, be careful. Up at number 7, we have Pamukkale in Turkey, a remarkable UNESCO World Heritage Site in southwest Turkey. Now, seen from afar, the white travertine terraces of Pamukkale look like some fantasy wonderland where, high above a valley, an icy landscape seems to bask in the sun. This geological wonder was named Pamukkale, meaning cotton castle, by the local people, and was formed when mineral waters from natural hot springs deposited brilliant white carbonate materials on the hillside, creating a striking contrast to the clear blue skies above and the lush valley below. A designated path allows you to walk among the terraces without causing damage to the soft shelves of white rock, although you may be asked to remove your shoes and go barefoot in order to avoid causing damage. Moving on to Lake Hillier in Western Australia. This remarkable lake is on the largest island in Western Australia's Research Archipelago and will delight your eyes with its pink color. Yep, pink. Moreover, it lies just next to the Pacific Ocean, thus if you glance at it from above, the contrast between the mellow pink of the lake and the blue of the ocean is striking. The lake keeps its deep pink color year-round, which some scientists say is due to high salinity combined with the presence of a salt-loving algae species known as Dunaliella salina and pink bacteria known as halobacteria. All right, and at the halfway point in our video, we have BADAB-E SURT in Iran. These beautiful travertine terraces in northern Iran are an incredible natural phenomenon that developed over thousands of years. Travertine is a type of limestone formed from the calcium deposit in flowing water, and in this case, it's two hot springs with different mineral properties. The first spring contains very salty water that gathers in a small natural pool. Its water is considered to have medicinal properties, especially as a cure for rheumatism and some types of skin diseases and skin conditions. The second spring has a sour taste and is predominantly orange, mainly due to the large iron oxide sediments at its outlet. Up next, we have the TIANZI Mountains, China. Found in northwest Hunan province in China, these staggering limestone pinnacles are covered in lush greenery and often shrouded in mist, having formed almost 300 million years ago. A cable car allows tourists to view the TIANZI Mountains and explore the area, as there are plenty of trails to take in the breathtaking views of the TIANZI, also known as Son of Heaven. These unique mountains might look familiar to you, as they were actually the inspiration for the floating mountains in the blockbuster movie Avatar. Up at number 3, we have the NAZCA lines in Peru. The NAZCA lines are a group of geoglyphs made in the soil of the NAZCA desert in southern Peru. They were created between 500 BC and 500 AD by people making depressions or shallow digging in the desert floor, removing pebbles and leaving differently colored dirt exposed. In the years leading up to 2020, between 80 and 100 new figures had been found, with the use of drones, and archaeologists believe that there are still more to be found. Most lines run straight across the landscape, but there are also figurative designs, including a hummingbird, spider, fish, condor, heron, monkey, lizard, dog, cat, and a human. Other shapes include trees and flowers. Now, scholars differ in interpreting the purpose of these designs, but in general, they ascribe religious significance to them, and they were actually designated in 1994 as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This next one is quite remarkable in my opinion. We have Red Beach in Panjin, China. Sand is probably the first thing that comes to mind when thinking about the beach. However, this is not the case with the Panjin Red Beach in China, which is actually red and not covered in sand at all. Such a phenomenon is caused by a type of red plant or seaweed called sueta. It starts growing during April and May and then stays green during the summer, but starts turning vividly red in autumn. The nature reserve has become home to more than 260 kinds of birds and 399 kinds of wild animals. You can find the endangered crown cranes and black-beaked gulls there, which is why the famous beach is even called the home of the cranes. Now, only a small section of the beach is open to the public, but it can be explored via a wooden walkway that stretches out to the sea. And up at number 1 today, we have the Fly Geyser in Nevada, USA. This otherworldly geyser is on private land on the edge of the Black Rock Desert in Nevada. This eye-catching site was created accidentally in 1916 after an energy company drilled down into geothermal waters. Today, a scalding fountain erupts up to 5 feet high, and the resulting mineral buildup means the cone is growing by several inches each year. The temperature of the water exiting the geyser can exceed 200 degrees Fahrenheit or 93 degrees Celsius, which is typical for geysers at high elevations. The brilliant hues of red and green are due to thermophilic algae that grow all over. Fly Ranch is open to small guided 3-hour nature walks from April to October of each year, and of course, the geyser is part of the nature walk. All right, friends, this brings us to the end of today's video on 10 most surprising and strange places in the world. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. Now, let me know in the comments below which of today's places would you want to check out the most. And on your way out, please give us a like and subscribe to show us your love, and we'll see you right here next time for more facts. See ya!